gloves. So a better way to do this is to grab another gauze and hold the tip down like that and pull. So when you clean here, you want to go in a zigzag pattern moving out, covering one side. And then obviously this wound wouldn't be here in practice, so we can just clean over it like so. Switching the sides I've cleaned it on. So it's getting both those sides. So doing the same thing, grabbing another swab with the same gauze. And I'll pick this up. And then flip it over. All right. So we got one last swab to clean under where the securement device was. Just be sure I'll grab this gauze. Grab it like so. And just the area that the securement device was covering. All right, and this would go in the trash. So now that we're done that, we place the securement device on. So with the arrows pointing down, that is where the insertion is. So before you tape it down, you want to gauge how far along you want it. So this hub should go, ideally it should fit right in there, but it's a little too big in this scenario, so we can just go with that. So once you found an ideal area, you'd want to peel on one side and remove, and the same on the other side. So just as you peel, you want to press down and get the securement device on. So once that's done, you want to get the catheter under this little latch here. And that would be in there, again, in real practice, but this hub is a little too big to get in this little hub there. So last step is to get this attachment device and secure it on. So once that's done, we get the Tegaderm. Remove the steps because we already know what we're doing here. Don't need that. And then, so there's two pieces here. One part is the Tegaderm and the other part is the securement device that you place on after. So after removing it, you want to be sure you can see the hub. So we'll place it like so. And at this point, I have broken sterility, but that's okay because the sterile procedure is over. Then we grab this other dressing, slide it right under these two ports, like so. All right. And then we have the name and date, which we can do after. Oh, what I would have done is remove this white part so it's not stuck underneath. So we can try working around that. See if we can make it work. which we did. Great. Awesome. All right. So I would have a pencil on me. Get my assistant to pass me one. So we just do month, day, year. So October 29, 18. Then my initials. And in practice, we would have a black pen, so it would be a lot easier to read. We can place this right there. All right. So the dressing is successfully changed. Now we would do a flush. We would flush the catheter line with 10 milliliters of normal saline per each hub. And these hubs would be changed, but today we don't have an extra pair of these hubs. But how we would do it is have our alcohol swabs ready, like so. And we would just squeeze it off. So it's put on very tightly. And turn for 30 seconds. And once it's done, we would let it dry. And of course, this would be in a sterile package. And how I would have had it set up is to already have it attached on my saline flush. That way I can just attach at the same time and flush it. But for today's purposes, we'll just pretend like it was already there. So I'll get my saline. And again, we had allowed time for it to dry. So we pull back, making sure to get rid of the air. So again, if we did have the cap, I'd have it attached and prime it straight to the tip of the hub. So now we would turbulent flush 10 milliliters into here. I won't be doing that today because it'll get all wet over here, but we turbulent flush like a couple milliliters, couple milliliters, couple milliliters. And then we'd be doing 10 milliliters to both ports. So yeah, after that we'd be complete, and I would terminate the conversation by saying that I'm running the CNS down to the lab. Is there anything else you need?